Look, Shekel is dealing with few market segments, but in recent years and going forward, we're looking at dealing with the space of retail automation. Retailers would love to be present with a lot of products in front of clients in every location that they can. But in order to do this, they'll need technology to automate processes, whether it's with autonomous stores or smart vending or understanding products on shelf. And that's what Shekel is participating in the last few years and going forward. Recently, we received an order for a smart cart. That's actually a cart that allows you to do all the self-checkout on the cart itself, which means you'll walk in a supermarket, you'll put your products and weigh them on the cart and complete the transaction on the cart. So really what we try to do is follow the trend of industry on the retail grocery industry to be present wherever they want to sell product and understand how people consume products would be the top game, if you will, and providing data for this industry. That's the area where we participate. Look, I think the paradigm change will happen when we can actually be more of a data-centric company. If we can actually collect data on products wherever they were consumed, whether it's on a shelf of a supermarket or a smart cart or an autonomous store, or whether it was consumed in different locations, and I can actually benchmark data collected from different places, we can then turn it into a business intelligence that tells retailers that's the products you should probably put here or there, or that's the product that will be more suitable for a particular location. And I think that would be a paradigm change where the company will be more data-centric rather than just sensor and artificial intelligence. We're in the middle of the catalyst. It's the last 2 years have been challenging but also exciting. The customers demand now frictionless shoppings. They demand that it's going to be quicker, smarter, that the products will be available to them, whether it's in the office or in a train station or in a supermarket. So we're actually going through the trend now. Our smart startup that the company founded has grown exponentially in the last year. It's 156% in the first half of this year. So we're actually going through the transformation now and see the growth in demand. The next big thing needs to be somewhere in the range of a very large transaction with autonomous stores, retailers that will operate hundreds of stores, of autonomous stores, and a smart vending that is deployed in a much more massive way, I guess, would be a catalyst for us to understand that the full market adoption is happening. We don't always get it right, and I guess not like anybody, but it's really different challenges that you need to deal with. I would say, just maybe think of one or two examples. When you develop a new product to the market, there's this effort of the R&D, and then there's this balance that you need to create by taking a product into market and commercialize it. And you never know exactly when's the right time to do this. We say that people who bought the first iPhone probably bought the lousiest product for the highest price, and the iPhone 10 is probably much better than the first one. So when you develop new products for the industry, you really go through this challenge of where do you actually, when exactly you introduce it, and how do you get response from the market in a quick way to understand where you're on the right path. And you do this through teamwork. You do this through thinking about the problems and listening to the data coming in from the field to know whether you're on the right track to do this. Other challenges, especially in the last year, has been logistics and supply chain. There's computer chips that we used to buy for $9 a pop turned to $45. And so what do? Do you actually buy them? Do you actually prepare inventory? And the team really got together under management and really on a daily basis looked at what can be done to optimize this, but also taking risks. And it meant that you'll buy something maybe in a more expensive way, but you actually have the inventory to deliver on products and maybe gain new clients. That actually happened, because we were able to optimize the way we work to actually gain new clients. So sometimes it's actually involved taking risks as well, but it is through analyzing data, being methodic, and really understand how you deal with the issue, and at the same time be willing to take some risks. professionally, I've always been intrigued by futurism and the impact of technology on our life. I've been there since computing on the 70s, and then the development of telecom in the 80s, and we all have devices now that we all connected globally, and then the explosion of the internet, and the whole world has changed so dramatically in the last 30, 40 years when it comes to the impact of technology. My thought is that we actually just seen the beginning of it, and the next 20, 30 years are going to be even more exciting with development of material science and 3D printing and nanotechnology, and the impact of technology on the way we're going to manufacture, from building to products to food. So everything about where we're heading is actually more exciting than where we've been. And to me, it's always been a passion about the tech side of it. How we actually create things, and how the future is going to be in this respect.